Hey everybody, this is Frosty here from Black Gaming. Today I'm going to be showing you my Xbox 360 collection. So I'm just going to cut the camera and we're going to jump over to the collections. Okay, the first thing that you're going to notice is that I'm not going to use any boxes. It's just going to be the disc for the most part. The reason being is because I have most of my boxes in storage right now, so really it's they're safe. I mean, they're not like in public storage where I'm gonna maybe lose them. They're in a private place. However, I just don't have enough room in my bedroom, so to store all my stuff there would be crazy. And I don't want to scatter the stuff all over the place. I just want to keep it in my bedroom. I have some of the boxes just for like the newer games that I have, but for the older games, I do not have them. And I'm only going to show the boxes of games that I couldn't get in the case. So without that, I'm just gonna go on. So now there are some discs over here. The bottom two are actually PS3 games. However, everything above that is a 360 game. However, those are just multiple discs for some of those RPG games that came out that were 3 or 4 disc. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. I'll tell you which ones they are anyways in the video. So first game I have is Batman Arkham City. I actually do have the box for this, considering this is one of the more recent games I picked up. However, I fit this in the case, so it's like, yeah, no big deal. Anyways, this is a very fun game. I beat the PS3 version. I still have to beat the 360 version, and it's very fun. I really liked it. It was probably one of the best games to come out last year, and I got it for $10, and for that, it's like pretty much a steal. So I mean, paying $60 for it was a little high. However, if you pay like, I'd say 30 or 10 like I did, it's definitely worth it. Next game on the list is Battlefield Bad Company 1. And I really enjoy the Battlefield games, actually more so than Call of Duty games. I think Battlefield games have more of like a tactical sort of thing, where you can actually, camping in this game is pretty much useless because you can get blown up by a tank and you can die. Not only that, it had a very fun story mode. It was very comical. They had a lot of humor in this. I know the second one really there was humor in it, but they really cut down considering this game was like mostly humorous at all times. However, the online was actually very fun, and I definitely recommend it for any of you guys who like Battlefield games. I actually prefer the second one more, but heck, if you're like a kid and you can't get the M-rated version, well, that's perfect. Next up, we have BlazBlue Calamity. Yep, my bad. Autofocus. Focus in. There we go. BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. This is what's it called? The first game, not like Continuum Shift or anything like that. I got the collector's edition of this. Of course, I have all the discs. I haven't looked at anything in there. It was the initial startup. You got it for free with it was $60. It wasn't, you had to pay anything more. This is a really fun fighting game. I think some of the character designs is pretty cool. It reminds me exactly of Guilty Gear, exactly when the people who made Guilty Gear made this. So it's a really cool game. If you like these types of anime fighting games, this is for you. If not, maybe I'd try to play a demo or try it at a friend's house, or just watch videos on YouTube to see how you like it. I mean, it's fun and all, but for my fighting games, I mean, it's not one I normally play, but it's nonetheless fun, I should say. Yeah, that's more like it. Next game, which is also the one that had multiple discs, is Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon is one of the exclusive 360 games that's a JRPG. There's a few out there, including like Lost Odyssey and some other ones like not Eternal Sonata. Oh, Tales of Symphonia, I believe. Yeah, I think it's Tales of Symphonia. But anyways, this is Blue Dragon. It's 3 disc, and it's a it's a traditional turn-based RPG, which you really don't see nowadays. You mostly see a lot of action RPGs, so a turn-based is pretty good, and this is one of them. And even though it's old, you can find it for very cheap. I found this for $7. Fun game. I really haven't played it yet. I really want to though, and since it's summer now, I probably will get to that. If not, I will be sad because I really wanted to play it. Next game on the list is Rollers in Arms Hell's Highway. Now, this game is pretty cool. I'm not really a huge overall fan of it. However, I did enjoy the story mode. The story mode was really fun. I never played online, but it is a pretty intense story, and that's really what I liked about it the best. I mean, I think this game was a little high for the ratings. I'd give it like 9 and 8. I mean, I'd give it... It's an average game, I'd say. Nothing too spectacular, but hey, it's pretty fun. Okay, the next game we have on our list is Bulletstorm. I should stop saying next game on the list because if I say that, I'll say it like 100 times. But Bulletstorm is the next game, of course. It's made by the same people who made Gears of War. It actually came with the beta. I actually have the Epic Edition of this. I paid $5 for it. Yep. And it's I don't know. I recently played the story mode recently. I'm not really into it. I mean, it's funny and all. It's like Duke Nukem if Duke Nukem was good. However, I mean, I don't know. It's okay. I'm just kind of sick of first-person shooters coming out all the time. I mean, I really like other games too. Alrighty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Call of Duty 4 was actually the best, in my opinion, the best Call of Duty ever made. Pretty much, it is the beginning of the Modern Warfare trilogy, of course, and I really enjoyed it. I think the online was by far the best, and none of them have ever touched the pinnacle of this game because it's really good. And overall, it's very cheap nowadays. They only made one map pack, which is a shocker considering how much DLC the new ones come with. But it's very fun, very addicting to play. And I'll even still play Call of Duty 4 over the other games. So it's really a good game. And if you never played Call of Duty 4, you gotta pick it up. Because if you played the other Call of Duty games, pretty sure you're gonna like 4. And 4 is by far my favorite. Alright, after Call of Duty 4, I have Call of Duty World at War. Now, World at War was actually another one I really liked, but a lot of people didn't. It's, of course, World War II. It's rated M. It was actually really violent, considering most World War II games were rated T, so this one's rated M. It's a lot more gory, it's a lot more dark, but then again, I mean, how else would you make a World War II game rated M, considering... I don't know, the other ones were rated T, and they were pretty violent too. It's made by Treyarch, not Infinity Ward, of course. Infinity Ward worked on Modern Warfare constantly after the fourth one. And it was a really fun game. I really enjoyed the online, and I actually played this online more than Call of Duty 4, surprisingly. But, however, it's a fun game nonetheless. And there's like an overpowered gun, so... Yeah, I mean, multiplayer is unbalanced, but then again, all Call of Duties are really unbalanced. Speaking about an unbalanced game, here's one for sure. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Now, you're probably thinking, where is Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare 2, and Call of Duty Black Ops? I have those on the PS3. I'll be putting that in another collection. However, I do have Modern Warfare 3 on the 360, and really what I gotta say is... It's Modern Warfare 2. I literally played this, and I don't see any difference, really. I mean, except for the fact that there's maybe some new guns. There's a different story. I mean, honestly, if you gave someone Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and you completely scratched off the labels, and they had no idea which one they were playing, unless if, like, the screen told them, I mean, you couldn't tell. I mean, it's exactly the same game. $60, and really, I wasn't really satisfied with it, sadly. Alright, now we got a launch title game, which is also a very fun fighting game, Dead or Alive 4. Now, Dead or Alive 4 is, like I said, of course, it was one of the first games on the 360. I think it was the first fighting game. This is a 360 exclusive fighter, which you really don't see very often. However, this one was, and it was made by Temco. And the weird thing that was in it is that you could play as Master Chief. It was really interesting considering it's a Japanese game, and Master Chief actually had Cortana's voice. I don't understand that one at all. But is it a fun fighting game? Yes. It's not that hard to get into. It's rated M for absolutely no reason. I honestly don't see why it's rated M. The nudity in this game, I think, is kind of toned down for some reason. Or maybe not. I mean, but there's no blood or anything. It's like rated M for like boobs, really. I don't know why else it's rated M. However, it's a fun fighter game nonetheless. Of course, speaking of boobs, Dead or Alive Extreme 2. This game is honestly a very boring game. I was expecting so much more from it, and all it is very boring relationship simulator. It's like, oh yeah, you meet people, you talk to them, and oh yeah, the game lasts 14 days. And you can play the whole 14 days without getting a single achievement. How do you know? I did it. And was it fun? No. It was very boring, and I haven't played to this day after that, and I probably won't. Sadly, it's a very bland, boring game. And the volleyball part, which was actually made it popular, and you really don't play it that much. Alright, zombie killing time, of course, with Dead Rising 1. Dead Rising 1 was originally a 360 exclusive. It got released to the Wii, but it's a very fun game. Of course, I remember I have Dead Rising 2 actually, and I remember playing this at my friend's house when he first got it. I got it later, but he got it right away, and it was really fun. I mean, just randomly going around killing zombies. However, it gets dull and boring kind of quick, though. I mean, if you love killing zombies recklessly, this is for you. If not, well, I mean, it's fun. I mean, there's a whole story and everything to it, but I don't want to get into it because I want to get all my games in here, considering I have a lot. Alright, another game made by Capcom. We have Devil May Cry 4. Oh, my bad. Devil May Cry 4. Devil May Cry 4 was an okay game. I would say it wasn't as good as the first one or the third one, but it was better than 2. 2 was very bad. As I recall, it was not very fun. 4 was okay. I mean, I like how you can play as a new character instead of Dante, you get to play as Nero. And Nero is actually pretty cool and all, but I mean, literally, I hate to say this, guys. I know I'm going to spoil this for you, but if you haven't played it yet, I mean, it's crazy. But really, what you do is, for Nero, you play the first 10, 11 missions with Nero. You go and you fight Dante. And then with Dante, you play the same exact levels you play with Nero, but backwards. What's the point of that? I mean, it's stupid. I mean, they just recycled the same levels and everything. So that's what really killed it for me. It's like, oh yeah, you played the first half of the game. Now replay the same game, but backwards with Dante. Like, oh, thanks. That's really fun. Alright. So getting away from Devil May Cry, we got Deus Ex, Human Revolution. I haven't really played this one yet, but I really want to. And really, it just seems very interesting. I mean, you're in the modern future in Detroit, and you're this guy named Alex Jensen, I believe. I'm sorry if I get it wrong, but it's a fun game. From what I played, I only played a little bit. However, I mean, it's cool and all. I just really need some time to get playing into this, and I never really played any of the other Deus Ex games, so that's probably another reason why. But I think overall, if I play it, it's made by Square Enix, I'm pretty sure I'll get a good thrill of it. I just need the time and dedication for everything. Alright. So, moving from Deus Ex, we got something that's completely different. We got Dragon Age Origins. Now, I also have the computer version of this, but it's a download, so of course I can't just show it to you. But Dragon Age Origin is actually a pretty fun game. I really enjoyed playing this. I mean, again, it's one of those games I sort of played for a while, and I just stopped because something else came out. I just really got to play these RPGs this summer. The Dragon Age Origin is a really good game by BioWare. However, you have to buy that extra DLC stuff, which I really don't like. However, you do get the $15 one for free if you bought it new. With this Shayal or something like that. But it's some rock guy. But you get achievements and everything. It's fun. If you like those BioWare RPGs, you're gonna like this one because it's made by BioWare and it kicks butt. Not as good as the computer version, which is the overall superior version. However, the 360 version is good, and the PS3 one has better graphics, but doesn't run as well. So it's like you gotta pick your poison. Do you want the PS3 version with better graphics and slower gameplay, or do you want the 360 one with not as good graphics, but it has better gameplay? That one's yours. Okay, now next one I'm going to show you is a box game. I know, it's shocking, but here it is. Dragon's Dogma. I just picked this up like literally a few hours ago, and it came out to May 22nd. This is May 24th, or is it midnight? It might be May 25th. Anyways, I just got this. I got the 360 version, of course, because it came with the Resident Evil 6 demo, which comes out July 3rd, and the PlayStation version comes out September 4th. That's a 2-month difference, and I'm like, I'm not going to wait that long. But interesting part is they actually price matched this for me at Best Buy. I got this for $50 instead of $60 because there's a Fry's near my house, and luckily enough they price matched it, so I got the benefit of the doubt. I got the back here. There's this thing with Facebook. I don't know what it's about. Let's share pawns. Do you actually share pawn, like your people you make on Facebook? I don't know. And even here, they have all their social stuff. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and watch them on YouTube. Wow. I really didn't know that. But this is a very fun game, regardless of what the reviewers say. I don't listen to them because this game, when I played the demo, I was sunk into it. And I'm like, I gotta get this. And it is really fun. This kind of reminds me of is like if you put like medieval theme with maybe like a Monster Hunter sort of game. Like I'd say Monster Hunter more than Devil May Cry. Yeah, definitely more Monster Hunter. But it's very fun. It's rated M, so yeah, little kids you can't play this game, sadly. But it's cool. They have downloadable content coming out, and oh yeah, that's right. There's a Japanese rock song for it. It's actually for the theme song. And yeah, it's tacky and all, but I'll enjoy it. Now this game, remember I mentioned with Bulletstorm, it was the good Duke Nukem Forever? Well, here it is. Duke Nukem Forever. This game is god-awful. I played this game for about half an hour, and I wanted to cry, because this was honestly the worst thing I bought. Funny part is I heard all the reviewers rating it, and right away, I knew it was going to suck. I knew it was going to suck anyways because I just felt like a game that usually takes a long time and they just want to release it for a quick buck usually sucks. I mean, Too Human was sort of like the same way. So, yeah, Duke Nukem forever gone in our hearts because you suck. I paid $3 for this and I am very ashamed. If I was $60, I would be so pissed off because you guys probably got ripped off. Oh look, they even have something. That booze chugging super ogling badass blasting good time. Oh man, they probably took the review from Duke Nukem 3D and put it on here. Man, what a bunch of assholes. I'm kidding. They probably did say it, but they probably forced them to say it. I'm not shocked because it's bad. Don't buy it, not even for $3 unless you want to torture yourself. Alright, so moving on from something really bad to something really good, we have The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Now, again, this was a very early release 360 game. They made the PS3 version, but it wasn't until like a few years later, I believe. And the 360 version's good. I really like Oblivion. I don't have the DLC anymore though because my friend, he gave me the Shivering Isles disc. And I love how they don't make DLC on disc anymore because obviously you're going to be like giving it to your friend and he's going to download it and then you're going to give it to your other friend who's going to download it. I mean, that's honestly how that system works. They did it back then, they learned now. They give you downloadable codes. However, this is a T-rated version of the game. Funny part, this game's rated M nowadays, so this is actually one of the first copies of the game. Yeah, so they kind of changed the rating afterwards. I don't know what happened with that. I mean, they changed it from T to M after release. I don't get it. Nonetheless, it's a very fun game. Long game. Fun. Like, very creative and everything. As good as Skyrim, that one you have to say for yourself, because I love Skyrim. But Oblivion's also very good. So, another RPG game that I have, which is another very early release game, is Enchanted Arms. This is actually made by From Software. If you don't know who From Software is, they made Demon Souls and Dark Souls, and they also made 3D Dot Game Heroes on the PS3 as well. I bet they made more, but that's the ones that I know off my head. But is this a okay game? It's okay, like I said before. I mean, you have like this main character. He's like really a dumbass. So it's, I mean, it's, I mean, if you want to play this game, I'd give it a shot. However, I mean, it's easy 1,000. You just beat the game, and if you don't kill Atsuma, who's the main character, you get 1,000. However, if you do, you get 850. So if you want to play for an easy 1,000, go ahead. If not, then you might want to watch some videos or something. I mean, it's okay, but I mean, it could have been better. Here's a game that I very, fortunately, never played, and I probably will never play it. Enemy Territory Quake Wars. I think I played it like once. Actually, I did play it once, and that was right when I got it, and I never played it again for some reason. I honestly don't know. So I can't say anything about it because, of course, I didn't play it. Alright. Yeah, I know, that was a very detailed description of the game. I didn't play it. Yeah, you're probably thinking, what the fuck? Okay. Next game is Fear 2, and I'm really a big fan of I'm somewhat of a fan of like horror shooter games. Fear 2 is actually one game that I actually really liked. I never got Fear 1. I think Fear 1 was actually 90% of the achievements were online, and I didn't really care for 1. Fear 2 was pretty cool. It came with a free map pack and all, and I think the story mode was pretty good. However, I mean, there's better first-person shooters out there, and there's better horror first-person shooters out there too. So, I mean, it's okay and all, but I mean, it's not like a game. If you miss it, you're not really missing on such. So, like I say, if you really are interested in the game, I'd always Google it and watch some videos. And if you really want to get it, then buy it, because just hearing reviews and stuff like that sometimes isn't the best way to go. I mean, I've seen games that have really bad reviews, and I played. I'm like, oh, this is really fun. So, it's all what you use on your discrepancy. Next one is Fear 3, or Fear with 3 as the E. This is, I think it's going to be the last installment of the series. However, I did not. Fear 2 was so much better. Fear 3 felt like a bore. Story mode was, I mean, it was just boring. I mean, yeah, you have this brother, and you have your brother and stuff. There's two brothers, and they just pretty much go through this, and they just go find the guy who pretty much entrapped them, and pretty much they want to destroy their memories and all. But it's not. Is it fun? And the answer is, not really. I think Fear 2 is a lot better. Just throwing that out there. Alright, so I kind of moved the camera a little bit, my bad. So, here's a game that you don't want to miss, for sure, is Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is a huge improvement from Fallout 2, of course. If you've ever played Fallout 2, which most of you haven't, I haven't played it myself, but Fallout 3 is very much, pretty much like Oblivion. And it's very fun. It really is. I got all the DLC. Again, it's a game I really haven't played that much, but I'm pretty sure I will enjoy it if I ever play it again. So again, another game I really want to play. I got the collector's edition even, but I never really played it, of course. But I mean, from what I've played, it's amazing. I think I stopped playing it because it was really difficult at one part, and I just said, you know what, screw it. Okay. So, changing gears from RPG games, we have a racing game, which is the only one I think I have, is Forza Motorsport 2. Yeah, they have Forza Motorsport 3 and 4 out. This was the earliest one on the 360. They made one on the Xbox, of course. But I mean, it's a really fun racing game. However, it's really dated compared to the other racing games that are out nowadays. So if you want a good racing game, get Forza 3 or 4. Forza 3 is like $20 nowadays, and Forza 4 is like 60 still. But I mean, Forza 2, it's not bad. It's a very good original game, and I think it's fun. I mean, there's a lot of cars in there. It's fun to play. However, I'm not really big on the controls. But then again, the only racing games I played was Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing. So an actual racing game is kind of different for me. So I mean, I don't think I'll ever play it. But you know, yeah, that's just pretty much what I want to say. Okay. Now we got Fusion Frenzy 2. Now, compared to Fusion Frenzy 1, this one is way worse. This one was terrible. There was only like 40 mini games. All of them were pretty much the same as the first game. This announcer guy is goddamn annoying as hell. The characters just look bad. And the game's just laughable. It's broken in every way, proportion, shape, and form. They're probably never going to make a Fusion Frenzy 3. If they did, it's going to be terrible, sadly. I don't even think the first one was okay. The second one, it was just terrible. If they make a third one, I'm going to be like, what the hell's wrong with you? Alright. Now, I don't have the first one in this series. I know. I don't know why I got rid of it, but here's Gears of War 2. Gears of War 2 is very fun. My friend was a huge fan of this game. I mean, I like this game, but my friend was a fanatic over this game. He played so much. I think one summer that's all he played was Gears of War 2. But other than that, the story mode is really good. It continues fairly well off the second game. There's quite a few new characters that are introduced, and none of them were like... I should say, none of them really, I mean, they are important, and some of them are pretty enjoyable, like Dizzy, and then you have Ty, who, of course, doesn't make it, unfortunately. Yeah, I ruined it for you, but guys, this is like a 4-year-old game, so if you haven't played these games, I mean, I really suggest, and I don't know if he made it, because you really don't know. I mean, I'm just saying he is, so I really didn't spoil it for you there. But Gears of War 2 is a really good game. It really continued off of Gears of War 1 very well. And is overall, if you own a 360, if you never played Gears of War, I don't know what to say, because it's one of the only exclusives that has a series nowadays. And is, very fun and enjoyable. Now, the newest installment, Gears of War 3, is actually one that I really like. My friend, of course, he's addicted to this one too. But I also like Gears of War 3 because they updated the graphics, and I got the season pass for it, and it's really cool. They had a lot of maps on there. They had a lot of extra campaigns and story modes and all. And Gears of War 3 was really fun. I mean, not as fun as I remember playing Gears of War 2, but Gears of War 3 is fun. And again, continues the story. Although I wasn't a big fan of this story. This story was over the top generic. Sadly, it's true. But nonetheless, very fun game. Nothing wrong with having a story because it was really good multiplayer. Another game with amazing multiplayer is Halo 3. I think they ended the story very well with this. This is actually the collector's edition disc. That's why it looks different than the normal edition if you have the normal edition. But yeah, it says game disc on it. But Halo 3 is the game I played so much that I completely screwed up the back of this game. Let's see if I can show you how screwed up it is. Oh yeah, look at those scratches. It is terrible. And for me, a person who is addicted and is OCD with their video games, I am very shocked to see that this game is in this bad of condition. I mean, it still works and all, but I'll never be able to sell it. Not like that. But it's fun. I enjoy it, and I was addicted when I got it, but I don't think I'll play it now because I kind of lost my interest for Halo. Alright, continuing the Halo saga, we have Halo Reach. And a lot of people I know loved this game. They really did. They said it was one of the better ones out there. Unfortunately, I did not like this game at all. I think they changed way too much on Halo. They made Halo a very slow-paced game with pretty much, like, generic, like, I don't want to say generic, but like traditional first-person shooter feel. And they just changed it to Call of Duty, really. They added a sprint button, they added shield lock, they added jetpacks and all this stuff. It was really over the top. And I mean, they really killed Halo with this. I mean, they changed Halo completely with Halo Reach. So, I mean, Halo, I mean, if you want to try this and play it, if you're not a huge Halo fan, go ahead. If you're a huge Halo fan, you might get disappointed. I was when it came out. So, and it really just, I don't know, changed the way how I thought of Halo. Next one is Halo Anniversary. This is actually, if you guys don't know what Halo Anniversary is, it's actually the first Halo game ever made in high def. And you can actually see that it's actually really done well compared to some other high def collections I've seen. This one they really put a lot of time and effort into. However, there was one thing that really killed it for me. The multiplayer in this game is Halo Reach. Why? Why couldn't they just make its own multiplayer? Not saying that it's wrong that they use Halo Reach, but I mean, they could have done something else. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Halo Reach, so that's probably why. But again, it's Halo 1. If you guys are huge Halo fans, you might want to probably pick it up. If you're not Halo fans and you want to see how it starts, there's your chance. Alrighty. So, I know you've probably seen the unboxing for this game before, but I'm going to show it to you again. If you haven't, it's on my channel. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Very fun RPG game. I haven't played it. Again, an RPG game. I got the collection of this, and I really haven't played it. But from what I've played, it's really good. It's really interesting considering this came out like a few months after Skyrim, and it's very long, very expansive, and it's made by 38 Studios. And if you guys don't know about 38 Studios recently, their whole team got laid off. So it's really a shame considering they just made this game, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna fire you, screw you. I don't know if that's EA's problem or who did it, but yeah, it's kind of a shame. But Kingdoms of Amalur, if you guys own a 360, PS3, or a computer, pick it up. Alright. Zombie killing is nothing better than this game right here. Left 4 Dead 1. I don't know, I was going to say 2 because I'm going to have to. Left 4 Dead 1. Or as you may know it as, Left 4 Dead. I like to say games as 1 because just to let you know it's like the first game. However, it's just Left 4 Dead. So pretty much what you do is this is a game that's really good if you play with more than one person, especially with your buddies and all. However, you could play it yourself. However, the computers aren't that smart. They follow you instead of them leading at sometimes. So it's really annoying to have that in the game. However, it's very fun to play with, like I said, with friends. And I was really addicted to it when it came out. And Left 4 Dead 2 was good. However, it really is just Left 4 Dead 1 with a few added specs. Left 4 Dead 1 is better on the computer. However, if you don't have a computer, 360 is still fairly good. This is a game that I really loved, and I'm very ashamed about the sequel. Lost Planet 1. Lost Planet Extreme Condition. We'll call it that. Now, the interesting thing is that this is the original copy. When they made the Platinum Hits version, they actually called it Lost Planet Colonies. And Lost Planet Colonies was, it was really the multiplayer, but they completely changed the whole game around. So, I got Lost Planet Colonies on my computer, and it's exactly the same game, though. Lost Planet's fairly fun. Online is cool, however, no one's really playing it anymore because Lost Planet 2 came out, and that sucked. And a lot of people just moved on to better games. However, there probably is a few people on there. And it's cool. Has robots. It's in the middle of, like, a nice world. I don't remember too much of the story. However, it's cool. As I really played it more for multiplayer. Okay, so I'm on the M's now. I might want to cut the video after this. However, here it is. Madden NFL 09. Yeah, I got the collector's edition of this, and sadly, I don't think it's going to be worth anything because board games are worth shit. However, I just wanted to get it because it's the 20th anniversary, and you know, it's a collector's edition. I mean, I paid $90 for it, which was really high, but oh well. I mean, I enjoyed this game a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really a big sports fan myself, but it's a sports game. If you want to waste $60 on a sports game, go ahead. This one's probably worth like $2 nowadays. No joke. You can probably go on eBay. Okay. Next game, which came in a 2-pack with Forza Motorsport 2, which was a bundle, is Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Now this game is very fun. I just recently beat it. I played it a lot of times, but I never really beat it because I played like with my friends and everything. However, this game is really fun. I love the story mode. Really, the selection of characters is awesome, and it's really a good bargain. I mean, you can pick this up for like a few bucks. However, if you want the gold edition, which is really overpriced, and really, if you want the gold edition, you get all the extra characters that come with Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And speaking of gold edition, I actually have a copy right here. Marvel Ultimate Alliance Gold Edition. I just picked this up recently at a Best Buy. They had this used for you're not gonna believe this, but $18. So when I saw that, I had to buy it. So I picked this up, and I was so happy when I saw it. And the thing that really kicked me in the balls was that there was 2 copies, and I didn't buy the second one. And I was gonna go, and I went back the next day. It was gone. So, oh well, at least I own 1 copy. So, what does this come with that's different? It's all right there. You get 8 new characters. You get the Incredible Hulk, Venom, Cyclops, and Magneto. You also get Sabretooth. You also get, I'm trying to think of the other villain who is in the game. Doctor Doom. How did I forget Doctor Doom? He's the main bad guy. And then for the Marvel heroes, you also get Hawkeye, and the other Marvel hero that you get is, dang it, how do I keep forgetting these people's names? I just played it too. You get Incredible Hulk, Cyclops, Hawkeye. Dang it. How did I forget? Is he on the cover? No, I don't think so. You gotta be kidding. I forgot his name. Well, anyways, that's Marvel Gold Edition, and, well, yeah, it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but you get the extra characters, and it's extremely overpriced. So, yeah, if you find a copy for this for cheap, definitely pick it up. It's gonna be worth something. But until then, yeah, just, you know, get this one, because this one's worth it. It's like $4. That's like 100 and something. I'm not joking. That's... last time I looked, I saw a copy for like, I think I've seen all the copies going for like over $100. It's crazy. Alright, another game with Marvel characters that's actually not all Marvel characters is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I said that without even showing you the disc. Now, unfortunately, they made another one of this game in the same year called Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which I do not currently own. So this game, unfortunately, when I get that, will be worthless because it's the weaker version of the 2, and I paid $70 for it. Yeah, thanks Capcom for making me waste $70 on a game I didn't need to buy. It's a solid fighter though, nonetheless. However, there's very few game modes, and really just a lack of a lot of things that really just killed the game. Alright, and I'm getting tired. My throat's killing me talking so much. Anyways, I think I'm going to end with these 2 games right here. I'm going to put these 2 games in the next part. Alrighty. So, you guys like ninjas? Well, here's Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 1 was an Xbox exclusive, and this is Ninja Gaiden 2, of course. Now, it's actually pretty interesting to see that Ninja Gaiden was originally an Xbox exclusive. Then they made Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which was the first one on the PS3. Then they made Ninja Gaiden 2 on the 360, and then they made a remake of the second one on the PS3, and they call that Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Really, this is a really hard game. Really fun, though. It's really a pain in the butt. I tried playing this several times. It's just, there's some parts I can't get this because it's way too hard. But it's really a fun game. Overall, it's cool. If you want to pick it up, go ahead. Ninja Gaiden 3 came out and it sucks, unfortunately. I tried a demo and it's worse. It looks worse than Ninja Gaiden 2. How can it look worse? A game that came out in 2012 is worse than a game that came out in 2008. How is that even possible? And then, yeah, there's like a 3D cover for it, so I don't have it, of course. But it's cool. Alright, last game for this part for sure is Prince of Persia. Now, this is the different style. It's like a different type of art style to it. Really a big difference between the other Prince of Persias. Not really a huge fan of it. I played a little bit of it. I mean, it's cool and all, but it's just not my side of the game. Especially when Assassin's Creed came out. I mean, Prince of Persia was popular on like the old consoles. And then when the new consoles came out, I think Assassin's Creed really took over. So Prince of Persia, it's okay, but like I said, good Assassin's Creed, way better investment. Alright. Hey everybody, here it's Frosty back with Black Gaming, and I'm here to continue my 360 collection. Sorry I didn't get to it. However, I was busy for the last few days, and when I was going to record part 1, the camera died, and I've been busy throughout, so I finally got my first break. So, let's just finish it up. I really don't have that many games left, so let's just finish it up. First game is Quake 4, another launch game. I never played it, and I don't know if I ever will, sadly. You can see how... Oh yeah, I got burnt. Got red skin. Anyways, yeah, long story short, it was hot outside. Had to go to a graduation, and got burnt. Alright, next game is Rage. This is the first disc, another one that has multiple discs, which is annoying. Rage, I played it. I'm not really a big fan of it. To me, it just seems like another Borderlands sort of type of game. And I mean, we have enough of those, but it's not overall bad if you like. I don't know. You could try the demo, and now it's only $20. It might be worth it. I picked it up for $5, but you know, you might like it. Alrighty now. Here's a game that I really liked, but I haven't played for a while. This is Rainbow Six Vegas. I don't have the second one, but I do have the first one. I think they're supposed to be making another Rainbow Six. I'm not sure when it comes out or if it ever will come out, but Rainbow Six Vegas was pretty fun and back in the day. I'm not really too crazy about it now, but you know, it's just, I don't know. It was fun when it came out. Let me just say that. Alright. Next game. Resident Evil 5. I got the collection edition, that's why it says game disc. And I mean, Resident Evil 5 was okay. I mean, I think Resident Evil 4 was quite a bit better. I think Resident Evil 4 was amazing, actually. I don't know, I said quite a bit better. It was really good. It follows exactly like Resident Evil 4. However, it's iffy, you know. I'd say try this out first before you buy it. Otherwise, I don't know. It's good and all, but definitely not. If I recommend a Resident Evil game, I'd never recommend that one. I'd recommend 4. Alright, I guess I'm going to just review these two games at once. Seen It, Lights, Camera, Action, and Seen It, Box Office Smash. I like sort of trivia games. It was fun. Also easy achievements. Very easy achievements. I didn't get all 1,000. I do have about 500, 600 for the games, though. But then again, you know, they're okay. Next game I have on my list is Sega Superstar Tennis. I got this with Double Pack. I didn't get it with my Xbox. I got it because it was cheap and I wanted the arcade thing. It was like $6 and I got this game with it too. It's a fun little tennis game. I mean, it's like Mario Tennis really, but with Sega characters. Not too bad, but you know, it's appreciated for what it is. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of it, but of course, you know, not really into those types of games. Next game here is Soul Calibur V. I do have Soul Calibur IV, but I am lending that out to somebody. And that's another thing. All my music games and Soul Calibur IV are lent out right now. And that's pretty much where they're at. So Soul Calibur V, it's I do have the box for this, but I'm not gonna grab it. It's a pretty good game. I'd say it's a pretty solid fighting game. Although it seems like it's just 4 with different characters. I mean, they really didn't change anything. Alright. This is the last one with multiple discs. This is Star Ocean, The Last Hope, a JRPG. This was actually released on the PS3 as well later on with, it's called the Star Ocean International Edition. And pretty much what it did is it included all the original, all different languages, and it was on one disc. So this is only English, and some of the voices are kind of annoying. However, the game itself, it's not too bad. But then again, I mean, I'd watch some gameplay videos because it is like an action Japanese type RPG, and some of you guys might not be too crazy about it. Okay, so I'm a huge fighting game fan, so I knew I had to get this when it came out. Street Fighter IV. I do have the other 2 copies on not the other 2 copies. The Super Street Fighter IV. I have that on my PS3 as well. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I'll put that in another collection video. But also, I ordered the Street Fighter 25th Anniversary box set. I will be more than happy to do an unboxing when I get it, but it still comes out September 18th, and I don't even want to think about that. I just got out of summer, so I don't feel like going back to classes just yet. But, yep, Street Fighter IV. It's a very fun fighting game, however, Super Street Fighter IV is a lot better, and it's $20, so I wouldn't even waste your time with the old one. Okay, another fighting game we have is Tekken 6. I was one of the people who were stupid and bought the $150 arcade stick edition. Unfortunately, a few months later, it was $31. Yeah, I dropped that much money, and I mean, Tekken 6 is fun. I mean, I don't think it's as good as the other ones, but it has a lot of characters, and the stage selection isn't that great, but like I said, character selection is great, and they added quite a few new characters, and the story mode is okay. So, if that's something you're interested in, I wouldn't say it's not that bad for $20. Not bad at all. They made a PSP version, but I have no idea how good that one was. Alright, a game that took forever to make and wasn't really that good, just like Duke Nukem Forever. 2 Human. 2 Human was one of those games that was made for like 15 years or something like that. And 2 Human is not overall a bad game. It's just average. The graphics aren't too good. It just gets very repetitive, hack and slashing, but I mean, if you want to just go through and play it, I mean, it's not too bad. Alright, so talking about hack and slashers, let's go to another RPG game. It's Two Worlds. This game is just awful. This is honestly the worst RPG I've played. And, well, I really don't play that many crappy RPG games, but this is by far the worst. On the newer consoles, I played worse on the older consoles, but new consoles, Two Worlds is the worst. The game is very buggy. It loads a lot. The character voices are bad. And not only that, the graphics are just terrible. It's something that I would pay like $2 to maybe try. But, I mean, honestly, it's not worth it at all. Alright. Getting down to the last few games. So, here's Unreal Tournament 3. This was actually released on the PS3 prior to the 360, which is actually a shocker considering most games are always released on the 360 first. This one wasn't. It was a later release. Let me tell you that Unreal Tournament 3 is a really fun game. It has really good graphics. It's made by Epic, of course.
Same people who made Gears of War. I haven't played it since I played Gears of War 2, so I had it for a few years, but I wouldn't mind playing it again. I mean, it was fun when I played it, and I mean, the thing is that the story mode just felt like playing the online with bots. I don't know if anyone even plays online anymore, so that's another shame. Alright. Those two are PS3 games, so we're not going to even look at those. Last two games. This one is actually more than one game. It's actually a compilation of many games, the Xbox Live Arcade disc. I'm pretty sure they have games like, what was it? The Pac-Man Collector's, not Collector's, Championship Edition. They also have Fishing Frenzy or Feeding Frenzy or whatever it's called. And I know there's a few other ones on here. I'm not sure what they are, but that's really all I gotta say for this. It's just a collection of some arcade games that came out. Alright, the last game in my collection, which is also another trivia game that I own, is You Don't Know Jack. Now, this is another different it's actually a different trivia game. It's not like seeing it, we just guess the movie scene or this. It's like, you have to take, like, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. But it's a very fun, interesting game. It was really big in the 90s, so they finally made another version of it in 2011, I think. So I'm not sure when I got this. 2010, it says. I might have got it 2000. I paid $20 for it, but it's a fun game, fun trivia game if you want to play with your family and friends and stuff like that. But I need people to play with. But overall, it's really cool, and I never played the DLC, so. Alright, that's my 360 collection, and I'll be putting up my PS3 collection fairly soon. Alright, see you guys later.